Your finger hovers. Screen glows. The same message. Still there. You scroll back. Again. Not to read. Not to reply. Just to feel it. Pain pulls. Familiar. Quiet. Why this thread? Why now? Each tap. A loop. Each glance. A weight. You know it's gone. Yet you linger. Holding on. As if it holds you. What keeps you here? If nothing changes? Is it memory? Or just habit? You think you choose to look. But do you? Repeat isn't control. It's surrender. Each return, a signal. Not to them. To you. Clinging doesn't keep. It carves. The cost isn't loud. No one sees. No one knows. But inside, a fracture grows. Each time you check, emptiness settles. Not sudden, not sharp, just a slow leak. Invisible. Your mind, less yours. Your time, less free. A system, quietly eroding. You feel it, don't you? The pull, stronger than the choice. Epictetus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Power isn't in the thread, not in the past. It's in the pause, the cut. Detachment isn't loss. It's space. Silence isn't absence. It's presence. Look again. What's there? Not them. Not then. Just you. Now. Are you choosing or being chosen? Holding or being held? The screen waits, but you don't have to. A thread pulls until you cut. Why look again? What shifts? Nothing. Yet the screen pulls, doesn't it? Or numb, or time, or line. You pose. Why this pause? Is it choice or just delay? React waits. CLIing hums. What's left to find? A reason? A regret? Or just the same loop? Unspooling? Each glance, a step deeper. Each thought, a knot tighter. What holds you here? Pain or habit? You know the answer, don't you? Why move if it's already still? What stays? If you let go, nothing changes. Nothing needs to. Screen off. Breath holds. Silence says. Cut one. Clinging to past connections. Your hand moves. Slow. The screen lights up. A name still there. You don't type. You don't call. But you look. Again. The same words. The same timestamp. Pain hums. Soft, but sharp. Why this ritual? Why now? It's not about them. Not anymore. It's you. Clinging. Holding a thread. As if it holds you back. Each glance, a choice you don't see. Each pause, a weight you don't name. You think it's memory. It's not. It's a loop running silent. The cost isn't loud. No one notices. No one cares. But inside, something frays. Each time you return, awareness slips. Not all at once. Just a fraction. Just enough. You lose ground. Not to them, but to yourself. Emptiness grows, not as a void, but as a fog. You feel it, don't you? The pull, stronger than the will to stop. Repeat isn't keeping, it's losing. Slowly, always. Seneca wrote, "You must let go of what is gone, or it will bind you." The past doesn't hold you, you hold it. Clinging isn't love, it's refusal. Detachment isn't betrayal. It's clarity. The thread doesn't tie you to them. It ties you to pain, and you choose it. Close the app. Not later. Now. Step back. No words, no reasons. Just silence. Breath holds longer than you think. Look away. Not to forget. To see. The screen is dark. The name is gone. You're still here. That's enough. Let it drop. Not for them, for you. You don't have to react. But the pull doesn't end there, does it? It shifts. It hides. Another reflex waits, ready to explain what's already done. Cut 2. Seeking closure through explanations. Words form. In your head, on your screen. You type, delete, type again. Not to send, not to win, just to explain. Why it ended, why you tried, why it still hurts. The need, it burns. To make sense, to make them see. You draft the message, the email, the speech you'll never give. Each word, a plea. Not for them, for you. To close the gap, to end the silence. But it doesn't, does it? Explaining, it's a trap. You think it frees, it binds. The cost creeps, silent, unseen. Each unsent line steals your ground. Not their fault, yours. You give your mind to avoid. Regret grows, not loud, but heavy. A weight you carry, alone. Each draft, another loop. You see it, don't you? The hours lost, the clarity gone. Pain doesn't need words, it needs silence. But you keep searching for what was never owed. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You need not explain your refusal to act. Words don't mend, they mark. Explaining isn't closure, it's chasing. Withdrawal isn't weakness, it's power. The truth doesn't need your voice. It stands, cold, clear. Put the phone down. No draft, no note. Breath cuts deeper than words. Step back. Not to hide, to see. Nothing is owed. Not to them, not to the past. You don't need to justify. You need to stay here, now. Silence holds stronger than any sentence. You don't owe anything. A room, dark. The clock ticks. You sit, still. Pain hums, but you don't move. The urge fades. Not gone, but quiet. This is where it starts. The next reflex waits, ready to pull you elsewhere. Cut 3. Avoiding pain by distraction. The screen scrolls. Fast, another post, another video. You swipe, not to see, but to escape. Noise fills the gap. Music, notifications, anything to drown it. Pain sits, quiet, but there. You don't face it. You run, not with your feet, with your mind. Each tap, a step away. Each distraction, a shield. You think it works. It doesn't. Escaping isn't freedom. It's delay. The void waits, and you know it. What's lost isn't time. It's you. Each hour blurred, awareness fades. Not sharp, not sudden, just a slow drift. Emptiness doesn't scream. It settles, heavy. You feel it in the pause between songs. In the moment the screen dims. Distraction, it's a debt you pay later, always. The cost, your center, gone to a loop you chose. Epictetus wrote, "You become what you give your attention to. Attention isn't free. It's your ground. Distraction isn't relief. It's theft. Pause isn't surrender. It's reclaiming. Face it, or it grows. Turn it off. Now. No sound. No scroll. Sit with it. Breath cuts. Deeper than noise. Not to forget. To see. The room is still. The pain is there. So are you. That's enough. Stay still. And it shifts. Stillness is enough. Why run? It hurts. And running stops it? Silence answers. Another reflex waits, ready to twist your focus. Cut 4. Reacting to rejection impulsively. A message lands, short, cold, or none comes at all. Silence cuts. Your chest tightens. Reaction surges, fast, unasked. You type back, sharp words, or you call, or you wait, staring. Anything to fill the gap. Rejection stings, not because they left, but because you move. Too quick, too raw. You think it proves you're here. It doesn't. Reacting isn't strength. It's a flinch, a reflex, stealing your ground. The cost isn't theirs, it's yours. Each rushed reply. Shame builds, not loud, not seen, but there. You lose, not them, but clarity. Each impulse, a crack in your center. You know it when the screen goes dark. When the words you sent echo back, empty. Reaction doesn't mend, it marks you deeper than them. Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay. Delay isn't weakness, it's power. Reaction feeds the wound. Non-reaction starves it. You don't need to answer. You need to see. Hold the phone. Don't touch. Breath. Slower now. Step back. Not to hide, to witness. Their silence isn't your truth. Your pause is. Let it sit. Not for them, for you. Silence holds. Stronger than any word. You don't have to react. A stat lands cold. 90% of impulsive texts regretted within an hour. Nothing shifts. Only you lose. The next reflex stirs, ready to pull you under. Cut 5. Overthinking as control. Your mind spins. Quiet, but relentless. A moment replays. Their words. Your silence. What you didn't say. What they meant. Overthinking. It hums. You chase the why. The if. The maybe. Each thought a step deeper. You think it's solving. It's not. It's a maze. You build it. You walk it. Alone. Each turn tighter. Each question heavier. Control. You think you hold it. You don't. The cost isn't clear at first, but it mounts. Each loop steals breath. Not sudden. Slow. Anxiety creeps. Not as fear, but as fog. You lose. Not the answer, but the ground. You know it. In the quiet. When the thoughts pause. When the clock ticks too loud. Overthinking doesn't clarify. It buries. Your mind, less yours, with every cycle. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over events. Thoughts don't own you. You own them." Overthinking isn't mastery. It's surrender. Observe isn't avoidance. It's command. The maze has no exit because you draw the walls. Stop. Now. Breath. Slow. Eyes up. See the room. Not the thought. Not the why. Here. Now. Let the question drop. Not to answer. To end. Awareness cuts sharper than any solution. You don't need to know. You need to stay. Pain doesn't mean truth. You're still thinking. It'll help. Has it ever? The air stills. Another reflex waits, ready to bind you again. Cut 6. Holding on to guilt. A memory lands. Sharp. Something you said. Something you didn't. Grief hums. Soft, but heavy. You carry it. Not to fix. Not to heal. Just to hold on. You replay the moment. The mistake. The fault. Yours. Always yours. You think it's penance. It's not. It's a chain. You forge it. Link by link. Each thought tighter. Each regret deeper. Guilt. You think it's truth. It's not. The cost isn't loud. It's quiet, invisible. Each replay erodes your center. Not fast, not obvious, but real. You lose, not the past, but the now. Grief doesn't fade. It grows, fed by your gaze. You feel it when the room goes still, when the weight presses unasked. Holding on doesn't redeem. It confines you to a moment that's gone. Seneca wrote, "No one is crushed by the present, but by what's past." The past doesn't judge you. You do. Guilt isn't justice. It's refusal. Let go isn't denial. It's release. The chain breaks when you stop pulling. Sit with it now. Breath slow. Eyes open. See the air. Not the memory. Not the fault. Here. Drop it. Not to forget. To free. Stillness cuts. Deeper than regret. Let go isn't weakness. A rope. Frayed. You grip it. It burns. The other end, already loose. Drop it, and the air clears. The next reflex stirs, ready to pull you elsewhere. Cut 7. Chasing validation. Their eyes pass. A nod, a word, or none. You shift, subtle, but real. You speak louder. You stay longer. You try, harder. Chasing. It hums. Not for love. Not for truth. For a glance. For a sign. You think it's connection. It's not. It's a void. You fill with effort. Each move, a plea. Each wait, a wait. Validation. You think it proves you. It doesn't. The cost isn't seen. Not by them. By you. Each reach, invisible grows. Not sudden. Slow. You lose. Not their approval, but your ground. The need, it carves, quietly. You know it, when the room empties, when their silence echoes, louder than your voice. Chasing doesn't build, it erases. You, piece by piece. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than others, but care more about their opinion. Their nod isn't your worth. You are. Chasing isn't presence. It's absence. Step back isn't retreat. It's power. You don't need their eyes. You need yours. Walk away. Now. Breath. Steady. Eyes forward. See the space. Not their face. Not their words. Here. Stop reaching. Not to hide. To stand. Awareness holds stronger than any glance. You don't owe anything." Seneca sat alone. Rome roared. He wrote, "I am enough." The crowd didn't answer. He didn't ask. Another reflex waits, ready to twist your focus. Cut 8. Suppressing pain. It rises, sharp, a wave, unasked. Pain hums. In the chest, in the quiet. You clench, push it down, force a smile, keep moving, suppress. It's your shield. You think it hides. It doesn't. You think it stops. It grows. Each swallow, a lie. Each mask, a weight. You bury it deep, but it's there, always. Suppressing isn't control. It's delay. The cost isn't loud. It's heavy. Each push, numbness spreads. Not peace, not strength. Just a fog over your ground. You lose, not the feeling, but the seeing. You know it when the smile cracks, when the quiet bites harder than the pain. Suppressing doesn't erase. It binds you to a shadow you won't name. Epictetus wrote, What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Pain isn't your enemy. Hiding it is. Suppressing isn't freedom, it's a cage. See isn't weakness, it's clarity. Face it, or it owns you. Sit with it. Now, breath. Slow. No mask. No push. Feel the wave. Not to drown. To witness. The room holds. So do you. Stillness cuts deeper than denial. The void is where it clears. A stat cuts cold. 70% of suppressed emotions resurface as anxiety. You don't outrun it, you carry it. Another reflex stirs, ready to pull you under. Kat dziewięć, fearing new losses. A chance appears, a door, half open. You pause, not to think, to fear. What if it breaks? What if it leaves? Loss hums, soft, but sharp. You step back, not to choose, to hide. Each hesitation, a wall. Each doubt, a lock. You think it's safety. It's not. It's a cage. You build. Fear isn't caution. It's refusal. You don't move, and still, you lose. The cost isn't sudden. It's slow, silent. Each retreat, isolation grows. Not loud, not clear. Just a drift from your ground. You lose, not the chance, but the will. You know it. When the door shuts, when the quiet feels heavier than the risk. Fear doesn't protect. It binds you to a shadow of what could be. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Fear isn't truth. It's noise. Fear isn't wisdom. It's a trap. Ground isn't avoidance. It's presence. Risk or regret. You choose. Step forward, now. Breath. Steady. Eyes up. See the door. Not the fall. Not the loss. Here. Move. Not to win. To be. Awareness holds stronger than doubt. You can end without drama. Why wait? It might hurt. And staying doesn't? The air clears. Another reflex waits, ready to twist your path. Cut 10. Denying reality. It lands. Hard. A truth you don't want. They're gone. It's over. You turn away. Not to leave. To Denny, you tell yourself, it's not done. It's not final. Maybe later. Words spin. Stories form. You build a wall, not to heal, but to hide. Dennying, it's a reflex. You think it softens. It doesn't. It's a blade cutting you. Slow. Deep. The cost isn't loud. It's quiet. Heavy. Each lie, pain grows. Not sharp. Not sudden. Just a weight you carry. You lose. Not the truth, but your ground. You know it when the story cracks. When the silence screams. Louder than your words. Dennying doesn't delay. It traps you in a loop you wrote. Seneca wrote, "Things that are hard to bear are sweet to dream." Dreams don't hold. Reality does. Dennying isn't escape. It's surrender. Awareness isn't defeat. It's power. Face it, or it owns you. Sit with it. Now. Breath. Slow. Eyes open. See the truth, not the story, not the maybe. Here. Let it stand. Not to break, to free. Stillness cuts deeper than any lie. The void is where it clears. A mirror, cold. You look. The reflection doesn't bend. Neither should you. Another reflex stirs, ready to pull you back. Cut 11. Pleasing others reflexively. Their eyes drift. A question. A silence. You speak fast. Words spill. You justify. You clarify. Not to connect, to please. It's automatic, unasked. You think it keeps them. It doesn't. You think it saves you. It doesn't. Each nod, a pull. Each effort, a weight. Pleasing isn't care. It's a reflex, stealing your ground. The cost isn't theirs. It's yours. Each bend, rejection grows. Not loud, not clear, just a crack. In your center, you lose. Not their favor, but your truth. You feel it when the room stills, when their approval fades, and you're left empty. Pleasing doesn't hold, it breaks. You, piece by piece. Epictetus wrote, "If you seek truth, you will not seek to please. Truth doesn't bend, neither should you. Pleasing isn't kindness, it's loss. Hold, the line isn't cold, it's power. You don't need their nod, you need your own. Say less, now, breath, steady, eyes still. See yourself, not their face, not their need. Here, stand, not to win, to be. Awareness holds, stronger than any smile. Detachment is a form of respect. Why bend? They'll stay. And you, where are you? Silence answers. Another reflex waits, ready to twist your will. Cut 12, hoping blindly for change. A thought sparks, soft. Maybe it shifts. Maybe they return. Maybe it heals. You hold it tight, not to act, to hope blindly. You wait for a sign, for a shift, for something, anything. Each maybe a thread, each wish a weight. You think it's patience, it's not. It's a trap you set. Hoping isn't faith, it's delay, binding you to nothing. The cost isn't loud, it's slow, silent. Each wish, loss, grows, not sharp, not seen, just a drift from your now. You lose, not the future, but the ground. You know it, when the hope fades, when the waiting leaves, only emptiness. Hoping blindly doesn't build, it erases you, moment by moment. Seneca wrote, "You must live in the present, not in expectation. The future doesn't owe you, the present does. Hopping isn't strength, it's surrender. Release isn't loss, it's clarity. Let it go, or it holds you." Breath. Now, eyes up. See the room, not the maybe, not the what if. Here, drop the wish, not to forget, to be. Stillness cuts deeper than any dream. You can end without drama. A stat lands cold. 85% of time spent waiting changes nothing. You don't wait for truth. You stand in it. Another reflex stirs, ready to pull you back. Cut 13. Repeating old patterns. The moment lands. Familiar. A word. A look. Or nothing at all. You move. Same as before. You check. You wait. You hope. Repeat hums. Quiet, but strong. The same steps. The same ache. You think it's new. It's not. It's a loop. Carved. Deep. Each choice. A track. Each step. A chain. You think it's you. It's not. It's habit. Running you. The cost isn't sudden. It's steady. Silent. Each cycle, regret builds. Not loud, not clear. Just a weight you carry. You lose. Not the moment, but your will. You know it. When the pattern shows. When the ache feels too known. Repeat doesn't solve. It traps you in a groove you didn't choose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. The loop isn't fate, it's choice. Repeat isn't life, it's refusal. Break loop isn't escape, it's power. Stop, or it runs forever. Pause. Now. Breath. Slow. Eyes still. See the step. Not the urge. Not the past. Here. Don't move. Not to run. To witness. Awareness. Cuts. Sharper than habit. Silence isn't surrender. A thread. Taut. You pull. It holds. Or you cut. And it falls. The choice is always yours. Another reflex waits, ready to pull you deeper. Cut 14. Avoiding triggers. A sound, a place, a name. It hits, soft but sharp. You turn away, fast. You change the song, you skip the street, you avoid, not to feel, to stay safe. Each dodge, a shield. Each turn, a wall. You think it protects. It doesn't. Fear hums, quiet but heavy. Avoiding isn't peace. It's a cage. You lock yourself. The cost isn't loud. It's slow, silent. Each escape, your world shrinks. Not sudden, not clear. Just a step, smaller. You lose, not the trigger, but your ground. You know it when the fear follows, when the shield feels heavier than the pain. Avoiding doesn't free. It binds you to a map you didn't draw. Epictetus wrote, "There is only one way to happiness, to cease worrying about things beyond our power." Triggers don't own you. Fear does. Avoiding isn't strength. It's surrender. Witness isn't danger. It's clarity. Face it, or it rules you. Sit with it. Now. Breath. Steady. Hear the sound. See the name. Hear. Don't. Turn. Not to run. To see. Stillness holds. Stronger than any shield. Not doing is power too. Why hide? It's easier, and the cost. Is it light? The air stills. Another reflex stirs, ready to twist your path. Cut 15. Over-explaining self. Their eyes drift. A question. A silence. You speak. Fast. Words spill. You justify. You clarify. Not to connect. To explain. Why you are. Why you did. Why you're enough. Each sentence, a plea. Each pause, a fear. You think it's truth. It's not. It's a reflex. Over-explaining. You think it builds. It breaks you into pieces they don't see. The cost isn't loud. It's quiet, heavy. Each word, shame grows. Not sharp, not sudden, just a weight you carry. You lose. Not their doubt, but your ground. You know it when the words stop, when the silence feels heavier than their gaze. Explaining doesn't prove. It erodes you to a shadow of your own voice. Seneca wrote, "Let silence be your answer to those who do not understand. Your worth doesn't need words. It stands. Explaining isn't defense. It's surrender. Silence isn't weakness. It's power. You don't owe answers. You owe yourself. Say less. Now. Breath. Slow. Eyes still. See the moment. Not their doubt. Not your urge. Here. Stop. Not to hide. To be. Awareness holds stronger than any explanation. Silence isn't surrender. A stat cuts cold. 80% of over-explained apologies deepen self-doubt. Words don't mend, they mark. Another reflex waits, ready to pull you deeper. Cut 16, holding on to shame. A memory stirs. Quiet. A moment. You failed. A word. You broke. Shame hums. Soft, but deep. You carry it. Not to fix. Not to learn. To hold on. You replay it. Slow. Each detail, a cut. You think it's truth. It's not. It's a weight you choose. Each thought, a chain. Each pause, a lock. Shame isn't your story. It's a reflex binding you. The cost isn't loud. It's heavy. Silent. Each replay, emptiness grows. Not sharp. Not sudden, just a fog over your ground. You lose, not the past, but the now. You know it when the quiet bites, when the weight feels heavier than the fault. Holding on doesn't cleanse, it buries you under a shadow you feed. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Shame isn't yours. You take it. Holding isn't duty. It's refusal. Detach isn't denial. It's freedom. Let it fall, or it holds you. Sit with it. Now. Breath steady. Eyes open. See the air. Not the fault. Not the cut. Here. Drop it. Not to hide. To be. Stillness cuts. Deeper than shame. Detachment is a form of respect. Why keep it? It's mine. And the cost? Is it yours too? The air clears. Another reflex stirs, ready to twist your will. Cut 17. Reacting to silence. No reply. No sound, just nothing. The screen stays dark, their voice gone. Anxiety hums, sharp, unasked. You move, fast. You check again. You wait. You wonder. Reaction pulls not to solve, but to fill. The void. It stings. You think it's them. It's not. It's you. Reacting. Each urge. A hook. Each pause. A weight. Silence isn't your enemy. Your flinch is. The cost isn't loud. It's quiet. Heavy. Each check, your ground slips. Not sudden. Not clear. Just a drift. Deeper into fog. You lose. Not their words, but your center. You know it when the quiet grows, when the urge feels stronger than your will. Reacting doesn't answer. It traps you in a loop you don't see. Epictetus wrote, "Silence is safer than speech." Silence doesn't judge. You do. Reacting isn't strength. It's surrender. Stay still isn't defeat. It's power. The void doesn't need your voice. It needs your presence. Breath. Now. Slow. Eyes still. See the screen. Not the urge. Not the weight. Here. Don't move. Not to fill. To witness. Stillness holds. Stronger than any reply. You don't have to react. A stat lands. Cold. 75% of anxious checks yield nothing new. The silence was always there. Another reflex waits, ready to pull you under. Cut 18, seeking external fixes. The ache hums, quiet but deep. You reach out, a new plan, a new face, a new scroll, anything to shift it. Chase runs fast, unthinking. You think it's progress. It's not. It's external. You seek a fix, a voice, a spark. Outside, each step, a hope, each try, a weight, invisible, chasing. You think it heals. It doesn't. It's a reflex, pulling you from truth. The cost isn't loud. It's slow, silent. Each reach, your ground fades. Not sharp, not sudden, just gone. You lose, not the world, but your center. You know it when the fix fails, when the ache returns, heavier than before. Chasing doesn't mend. It scatters. You to avoid, you can't fill. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter retreat than in his own soul." The fix isn't out there. It's here. Chasing isn't strength. It's flight. Cold peace isn't found. It's built. Stop, or you run forever. Sit, now. Breath, steady. Eyes still. See the urge, not the world, not the spark. Here, stay, not to find, to be. Stillness holds stronger than any fix. Stillness is enough. A room, dark. You sit. The world spins. Outside. You don't. The quiet holds. The silence lingers. Cold, but clear. You didn't chase. You didn't fill the void. That pause, it held. A shift. Subtle, but real. The reflex didn't win. Not this time. Breath. Steady now. The world outside hums, but you don't. You're here. Stillness. It's not empty. It's full. Full of you. Seneca wrote, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." You don't need to run. You don't need to fix. The ground, it's here. Always was. Awareness, it cuts through. Not with noise, with quiet. You didn't move, and yet you arrived. Why stay? It's enough. And the ache? It's just air. The room holds. The final cut waits, ready to anchor you deeper. The final cut. It's not a cut. It's a thread. AMOR. FATI. Love of fate. Every moment. Every ache. Every silence. You don't choose the weight. You choose the carry. Pain. It's not your chain. It's your ground. Loss. It's not your end. It's your space. You've seen it. Now. Each reflex. A chance. Each pause. A choice. To cling or to let go. Epictetus wrote, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them as they happen. The world doesn't bend. You don't need it to. Detachment isn't loss. It's freedom. Stillness isn't absence. It's power. Every thread, yours to weave, not to unravel, not to break, to see. Breath, slow, eyes open. Here, the ache sits with you, not against you. You don't fight it. You don't flee. You hold not the pain. Yourself. Awareness. It's enough. The room, quiet. The world, still. Cold peace is yours. A stat lingers. Cold. 95% of pain comes from resistance. Let it be, and it passes. The silence now. It's yours to keep. The screen goes dark. Hands rest. Still. The room, quiet. No sound, no pull, just breath. Slow, steady. You didn't check. You didn't chase. That pause, it held. A thread, not pulled. A weight, not carried. Silence. It's not empty. It's yours. What stayed when you didn't move? What broke when you didn't bend? Pause. It wasn't weakness. It was you. Here, now. The ache sits, but you don't run. You don't need to. Awareness. It's enough. What pulls now? If you don't answer, see it. Not the urge, not the void. Just you. Still here. Detachment isn't loss. It's space. Stillness. Here's where you stay.